Sky Blue Fans TV. For the fans, by the fans.
Nice for Coventry. A Christmas cracker of a strike.
Good evening. Welcome to Sky Blue Fans TV. I'm Milesy. Yes, I'm your host for this evening. We do have some guests coming on a little bit later on. Hopefully, we've got a Leeds fan coming on. I did send him a link, and let's hope he's joining us this evening. But we've got to get our guests on and our regulars who are always on every week. They're presenters now as well. And, they know everything, really, apparently. So, this one on. He's the knowledge. He's the encyclopedia of Coventry City so far. He's nearly as good as Jim Brown. Well, he's getting there slowly. But let's introduce Claudio. Good evening, Claudio.
Good evening, Miles. How you feeling?
All good, mate. All good. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. 4.5 days left of work till Christmas.
Yeah, I'm similar. Actually. Yeah. I can't wait. I just cannot wait. Yeah, cannot wait.
It's going to be good. Going to be good. About a week off we've got, so that's going to go down nicely. And then we've got the used to be my cameraman. He's not anymore. He's been sacked after last night. I've got my young cousin helping me now, Lily May. So Ken's now fired because he's always late when he comes to be the cameraman. But let's introduce Ken. Good evening, Ken.
Good evening. Good evening. Yes, we had a new cameraman. Yeah, we did have a new cameraman. Unfortunately, I was a little bit late, and there was no William, and Martin didn't want to do it either, did he?
No. So Lily May jumped in, bless her. Yeah, she did a
good job.
She
did a grand job. She did a grand job. She'll have to take her to away games now as well, Mark.
Yeah, apparently so. I've got to take her to all the away games so she can be the cameraman. Just a few comments straight away. Covandy says, good evening all. Good evening, Covandy. Robin Fletcher says, good evening all. Wayne Vaughan says, good evening all. Hope Wayne's calmed down. His blood pressure was going sky high last night with the referee and everything. Mr. View Sky says, good evening, lads. Yes, thank you very much, Mr. View Sky, for the intro once again. I've got a little surprise for you all a little bit later on, 8 o'clock. From Mr. View Sky, and Covandy's coming straight away and says, I finished tomorrow for 3 weeks. Looking forward to the break. 3 weeks. Wow, that's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Nation Radio's coming. Good evening, Miles, Claudio, and the big boy. Oh, I know what he's referring to there, Ken.
Yes. Well,
that was it. Wayne Vaughan says the stewards. Now, I'm glad he's brought this up. I was going to mention this, so we might as well start the show off with this, actually. Now, Ken, you sit over the other side of the ground. Claudio, you sit near the halfway line, isn't it?
18. I'm in 18.
18. We're in block 15. Now, for some reason, last night, right, the stewards decided to line up down the stairs. What's that all about?
Were
they doing it? Were they doing it over your side? Were they doing it over your side?
No.
Not a clue.
No.
They wouldn't move. They wouldn't move. People are sitting down. They wouldn't move. So people had to stand up that couldn't stand up because their legs aren't strong enough to stand up.
And
they're not very mobile. So,
did you
they just wouldn't move. They just stood there. We had a little chat. I had a little chat with the girl at half time who knows us from the last couple of seasons. And she said she didn't know what was going on. She didn't even know they were doing it. So God knows what was happening last night. Absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, I think the club need to look into that because you can't have stewards standing in the middle of the aisle. That is a fire hazard anyway. They tell us not to stand in the aisle, yet they're standing in the aisle.
Exactly, yeah. So they shouldn't be doing it.
No, shouldn't be doing it. Deborah's coming. She says, evening, chaps. Good evening, Deborah. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us. So let's have a little chat then about Vicky's going to join us very shortly. Hopefully we've got a Leeds fan coming on at 8 o'clock. They will be joining us. I did send them the link, so let's hope they do turn up. Let's do spot the ball first. Now, this spot the ball is the best one yet. I think this is great. And it's all down to Ken. So thank you, Ken, for this photo. I had to do it. Are you ready, boys? Are you ready?
Well, I think I know what it is.
Here you go. There you go. Right. I love this one. This one's absolutely fantastic, right? I think this is brilliant.
We've certainly raised the bar there, haven't we?
Let me raise the bar. That's got to be is that an Ellis Sims shot, is it?
I think it might have been Ben Sheaf's. I'm not too sure.
Oh, right. I've got the work cut out, writing these down.
Get your guesses. Get your guesses in, guys. Get your guesses in. Get your guesses in. Come on now. I think this is quite easy.
Just look where everybody's looking.
So, come on, Claudio. Where do you think it is, Claudio?
I'm just going to go number 4.
Number 4.
Claudio.
You go.
Ken, you should know this.
Well, yeah, I should. I don't know exactly.
You do you?
I don't know exactly where it is. I'm going to go for number 6.
Number 6. Okay. I think this is brilliant. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think this is good? I think this is absolutely class. So, Mr. View Sky's come in. He's gone, ha ha. I know, it's great, isn't it? I love it. Absolutely love it. It's brilliant. Scott Brownsward says number 7. Covandy's come in and says number 12. Paul Thomas is just laughing. Robin Fletcher's gone 23. Nation Radio's gone 23.
They're going higher than me.
Bourne's gone 15. Ralph Wiggins has gone number 10. Good evening, Ralph. Welcome to the show. Mr. View Sky 18. Paul Thomas number 4. What's this one? Oh, please, whoops. And Tony Goodman says number 24. Good evening, Tony. Yeah, I like this one. This is my favourite one of the series so far. I think it's absolutely superb. So get your guesses in. Have a little guess. The guys are writing everything down. So yeah, get your guesses in and have a little go and spot the ball. It's all a little bit of fun, and you might win yourself a little prize before the Christmas period. A quick one before we start. Top respect to you guys. The content is always great, and I would never have the confidence to do this sort of thing. So thanks to all of you. That's from Robin Fletcher. Cheers, Robin. Absolutely love that comment. Thank you so much. Mark Harrington's gone number 11, big boy. We'll tell you about that a bit later on, why they're calling him big boy. So yeah. Number 11. Scott Brownswood has gone a good performance last night against a good team. Need to be at our best against Leeds to get something. Now going on to last night then, guys. I'm down at half time. Spoke to some people at half time and said we were lucky to go in at half time 0-0. But then I looked at the stats, and both teams had one shot on target in the first half. They had 6 attempts on goal in the first half, and we had 5. So they were a great team at possession. 400 and something passes in the first 45 minutes. I mean, they did look good, but they had nothing in the final third, really, did they, Claudio?
I thought they were boring to watch. Really did. It just reminded me of Swansea with a few more skillful players. And it's exactly what we expected. And my only disappointment was we didn't put pressure on their keeper more in the first half. But there's obviously a game plan. Because I was saying to Lucas, I says, look at that. We've got 2 banks of 4, basically. And we're just trying to stifle them out, weren't we? But they just passed it for passing sake at times. I thought, I won't. Yeah, great, they're above us in the table, but I wouldn't want to watch that every week. It's just not for me. Not for me at all.
Yeah. Ken, your thoughts? First half?
Well, I thought definitely that they had chances, but so did we. I thought, there's no doubt that they've got some good players. They're a good side. They've got some good players. And they should have, because they've just come down from the Championship, so from the Premier League into the Championship. So they should have quality players, and they've still obviously kept hold of quite a few of them. So you can tell they're a good side. But I certainly thought we matched them, definitely, in that first half, and definitely overall. And I thought it was a good game. I enjoyed it, and I personally thought we were very, very lucky not to win, take the 3 points.
And good evening, Vicky. You all right?
Good evening. Sorry I'm late.
Evening, Vic.
Right, no worries, Vic. Just saying about the first half. Although they had a lot of possession, the stats said that it was quite equal with shots on target and shots at goal. I mean, it was quite tight, wasn't it? Really, in the way.
Oh, I completely agree with Claudio. That's not the sort of team you want to be watching week in, week out, just passing it around. Yeah. So for me, I'd much rather be watching it. I thought it was exciting. It was a good game. I thought I enjoyed it. Good atmosphere. Exciting game, like moments of excitement, and we matched a team that have just come down from the Premier League. So it was a decent evening for me.
I mean, Adam Armstrong's movement, someone pointed out to me in the first half. I think it was Richard who sits behind me. He says, "Look at Adam Armstrong's movement; it's unbelievable." And in the first half, his movement was just amazing, wasn't it, Vic?
Yeah, but I mean, if you consider, how many years ago was he with us?
Under Tony Mowbray, weren't it? Tony Mowbray.
That's it. So we go back a fair few years, aren't we? At this level, Championship level, he's got a lot of experience now, and he's a decent Championship striker, isn't he? So that was no real shock. I think, it was always a shame that we lost him and we could never get him back again, because he was always a decent player. I think at this level, like some of the Southampton fans have been saying, haven't they, that they didn't really see the best of him in the Premier League, and maybe that's not his level, but Championship level, he knows what he's doing, doesn't he? And he's got a lot of games behind him.
Yeah, and Claudio, what did you make to his performance? Because obviously we know him quite well. He scored a few goals for us, and he scored a great goal at Millwall for us as well. Virtually it was halfway inside their own half. I mean, he was great for us, wasn't he? And what did you make to him last night?
The key factor is his pace, because the times he got behind us, just using pace. There's like one move where they slipped the ball between the defenders, and within 5 yards, he got there really quickly. And we're saying to some of the guys around us, that's the one thing we probably do lack up front, is that lightning pace over 5 yards. He should have had a hat-trick. He missed them very good. If our forwards had ballooned 2 or 3 like he ballooned over the bar, we wouldn't be very happy tonight. No. He had some good chances, especially the second half, which just flew over the bar. Well, I was surprised actually, because you think he'd hit the target. But yeah, he's got pace to burn, hasn't he? I mean, that's what his key was when he was at our place, wasn't it? We'd slip him through and he'd just run off with it.
He linked up well, didn't he, with Murphy and Maddison, wasn't he, at the time as well?
Yeah. I mean, that's the sort of player we could do. He basically is a very young and a lot faster Matty Godden, isn't he?
Yes.
It's that sort of player. That's what we need, is somebody like with pace up front, I think. And let's put a bid in for him, get him back.
Wouldn't mind him back.
Yeah. Now, listen, we'll carry on in just a sec, Vic, because you've joined us a little bit late. Spot the ball, Vic. Where do you think the ball is? Come on, have a little guess. Where do you think the ball is? Have a go.
How high can you go, Vic?
This is my favourite. This is my favourite all season. This is so far. Come on, Vic. Where is it?
Have a guess. 1 second. I'm gonna have to just write one sec. Sorry.
Go on
Number
then.
5.
Number 5. Okay. So if you haven't had a guess yet, get your guesses in, guys. If you're all tuning in, just tuning in now. Here's your spot the ball. Get your guesses in. Have a little go. You could win a prize just before Christmas. So let's get that in there. We do have winner of Guess the Gate later on as well. So we had Guess the Gate, and we've got Guess the Crest again tonight. They're quite easy. I'll be surprised if none of you get the guess the badges tonight. So I've made it a little bit easier tonight. So carrying on with the game. Nation Radio says a fair result, but we could have won. We could have won it. Boring. I thought it was a good game. Like you, Vic. I thought it was a pretty good game, especially second half. I thought we absolutely played fantastically well. Southampton possession with no end product. Here we go. Mr. View Sky, Sakamoto, Milan, O'Hare, Wright looked really good in the second half. Ken, Sakamoto grew into that game. He struggled in the first half. I think they were pushing him a little bit further back, but he did grow into it, didn't he, in the second half?
Yeah, he's going to be a fantastic player, and he gets better every game we see him, doesn't he? You know, he's getting more confidence, takes players on. He's just the old-fashioned, you know. He's just so skillful, isn't he? And they can't cope with him sometimes. They don't know which way he's going to turn. And he's just a fantastic player. And I say he's getting better every time I see him now, and he's growing with confidence. So he's a first team, name on the team sheet for me at the moment.
Yeah, you can't drop Sakamoto, can you?
No,
Really,
no.
Vicky? You can't drop him, can you?
No, definitely not.
No.
I mean, Milan at the minute. I was talking to Luke about this. I said, if he was at Brighton, Milan now, they'd be touting him for 40 million clubs already. Because I think that's the sort of player we've got in our hands there. He's a hell of a fullback. You know, playing in a flat back four. That defence looks absolutely solid now, I think. Playing as a four. They just look easily composed. I don't know, it just looks right, doesn't it? It feels right. And even if he wants to put 5 across the middle, fair enough, but just keep 4 at the back. Go 4-5-1. Don't mess about with 3 at the back. They look so much better as a 4. The team does.
Yeah, I agree. Kitchen and Bobby Thomas look fantastic, don't they, as well? In the middle.
The thing with Milan as well is that he's like the type of the trouble you get with a lot of fullbacks is that they can either defend or they can attack, and the magic the magic potion is to get one that when he's defending, and when he gets forward, he's exciting.
How many times did he get back to cover last night?
So
incredible!
Well.
That's incredible the way he got back. And it's exciting. You want to see exciting football, don't you? That's what I love about it. The Sakamoto's on the ball. We all wait for a trick. Milan, when he did that trick in the first half, he did that thing between his legs and got it through the guy's legs, thinking, what's he doing? That's fantastic. It gets you off your seat.
Oh yeah, I mean it definitely does, and that's what you want. You want everything to get you. You want the game to get you off your seat. And second half, they definitely did that. I mean, going on to Haji Wright's goal. I mean, for a player that hasn't got any confidence at the moment, he certainly took that well, didn't he, Ken?
Oh, he did. It's fantastic. By the way, O'Hare winning the ball in the middle and running forward with it, and it was a fantastic pass. And one touch, it's cut inside, and bang. That's the sort of Haji Wright we want to see, isn't it? And that's the Haji Wright I was expecting. And that's the first time really he's finished with confidence for me. Fantastic goal. I say great ball from O'Hare and a great finish. Great finish from Haji Wright, and keeper had no chance. And we want to see more of that, don't we?
Definitely. And Claudio, I remember I was sat next to Neil Thomas last night, and I said to him when he got that goal, it like Ken's just said, it was excuse me, it was what we've been expecting and what we've been seeing video clips of him on YouTube, wasn't it? That was the moment, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a proper finish, wasn't it? It wasn't the other. Some of the other goals
Yeah.
have been slashes and without having to think. But that there, he stepped inside, took it really, really well. And he was dangerous last night. Actually, you know, he definitely looked good coming in from the left. Sorry, from the right. That was, wasn't it? It just, yeah. It looks. No, he was on the left, wasn't he? That's right.
It was on
It's
the
where I'm
left.
facing. Yeah,
It
it's
was on the left.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked really good coming from the left and cutting in with his right. He just looked good. You know, we just got to get Ellis Sims up to scratch somehow because I don't know. It's so difficult because you want to praise him and get behind him, but last night I thought with 15 minutes to go, he looked dead on his feet. He looked absolutely dead, and I'm thinking, take him off. You know, we can't afford to carry anybody. You know, I don't think. And but yeah, I just feel Hadji Wright looks like he's starting to get into the groove, and Ellis is a bit behind him at the minute. So that's what we need to, because we need him. We need him more firing, don't we? Really?
Yeah. I listened to the radio on the way back, and I can't remember his name, but someone said you can see now that Hadji's had a number of starts, and he when the game started last night, Vic, he did look a lot livelier, didn't he? Hadji looked a lot livelier last night.
I'm going to take some credit for that because if you remember on Sunday, I was saying I wasn't convinced he was ever going to become a player for us, and clearly he listened and thought I'm going to prove her wrong. Came out firing.
Yeah, I mean, he did though, Ken. He had a energy.
Without that's his best game for us so far, I think.
Yeah.
He showed great promise, didn't he, in the first game against Leicester when he came on as sub, you know, and he burst through and nearly scored against Leicester. And every other game he's sort of played, he's sort of been in bits and bobs, you know, not fully, you know, convincing, has he? Scored goals, been in the right place at the right time. But that last night, that goal was fantastic goal, fantastic finish, and that's confidence for you. And if that should kick him on now, hopefully, for the rest of the season, then we want to see a few more goals like that. It's a bit like Vic, weren't it? You know, remind you of Vic, a big Vic sort of goal. You know, cut inside, bang, goal, no messing. You know, it was really
when
good.
he started getting confidence. Yeah, when he started getting the confidence. Yeah,
confidence.
Wes has popped up. Good evening, Wes. I could not watch Southampton all year. So boring. I'd rather go to the Villa. I don't know about that one, Mr. View Sky. I think we made it difficult for them to focus on them, keep passing it around. I think we were frustrating them, which was good to see. Yeah, we really did put a shift in, didn't we, Claudio? The players worked a right shift and tried to close it down, especially second half when they were playing it back to the keeper. We were just closing it down like we were doing last season and the season before.
We definitely in the first half, I was saying it's 2 banks of 4. You could see what we were doing, letting them have the ball. In the second half, we came out, didn't we? We just we went up another 10 yards up the pitch, and it worked straight away. It's just a shame.
Well, I'll tell you what, we nearly called them out, didn't we? When they were messing around at the back.
Well, yeah. But that keeper, I remember the start of the season was terrible. He was getting caught out all the time, weren't they? At the start of the season, trying to play out from back. But I've got no complaints. I mean, we walked out, me and Luke, and we were going. We'd have took a point at the start. I know we took the lead, but you know, that's not a bad result, is it? Really, last night, I think that's a decent result.
Yeah, and fans
I think it's a great.
Yeah, on the performance, don't they, as well? We put a shift in, and then we performed. So fans, I think, most fans went home reasonably happy last night.
Yeah, I think so. Let's get some more comments in. Simon Wales has gone number 8 on the spot the ball. Kimberly Owens gone number 4. She says also second half was better. Yeah, definitely was. Colin White, impossible to drop Sakamoto. Milan will go for 25 million plus. Yeah, you're right. He's a signing and a half, isn't he? O'Hare's starting to create goals now, threading passes through. His pass to Hadji last night was class. Kitchen is a bargain. Well, yeah, talking about Kitchen, towards the end of that second half, he came forward with the ball and he got fouled just to the edge of the box, didn't he? And then I think Milan took the free kick and knocked their player out with his when it hit him in the head. But I mean, yeah, he looked good, didn't he, Vic Kitchen? He's growing and growing because
Yeah, I'm
he's with
impressed with
Collins
him.
and he's with Thomas, isn't he?
Yeah, they look a good unit. You can tell they've played together a bit, and I think he looks decent. I think that's a decent acquisition, isn't it? And I think that's the main exciting thing, really, that we're starting to see how probably what Robin saw in these players and what his plan was for some of these players. They're all young. They're on 4-year contracts. It's not loan players anymore. So it's not like Doyle last season that we thought was great, and then we were going to lose him. These are players that can grow with us, and that's exciting, really, isn't it? And it's going to take money to take any of them away from us. So then we just reinvest it if that happens. If we get an offer we can't turn down. So I don't know. It just feels like some progression. I know early on in the season when results weren't really going, people are going, "Oh, we've wasted all the money. It's a disaster. Like we're going to be like flirting with relegation, all that sort of stuff." But now we're starting to see what these players are about, and for me, it's exciting and it's just taking us in the right direction.
I mean, you just said we wasted all the money. Well, we haven't, because
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what people were saying.
we haven't spent the Hamer money yet.
Yeah,
We haven't spent the Hamer money yet.
Oh, I
So
don't think
we've
we wasted
still
the money.
got
I
money
think
in the pot.
no, I never thought we had. I thought we'd been shrewd. I think it was the right thing to do, strengthen the squad across the board. I always felt that was a sensible thing to do, but not everybody agreed. And I think the trouble was that some of these players weren't performing, and then it made it hard to have the argument that we've done the right thing. But I think we're starting to see now why we've done that and how we've strengthened the squad across the board.
I mean, Claudio, I don't know about you, but I thought Milan at the start of the season, he's obviously took time to get used to the pace of the Championship compared with Eredivisie and all that sort of thing. I mean, it is a completely different game of football, and I think he was injured. I reckon he had an injury as well, because he went off a couple of times with an injury. He has grown into it, hasn't he? He's growing every week.
Yeah, and positionally he's got better as well, because I think the first few games he was darting up the pitch as a wing back and then getting completely caught out. And although he's pacey, you can't make up 50 yards, can you? You can make up 10 yards. He was getting caught out big time, wasn't he, halfway up the pitch? I think it's a case like Vicky was saying, these players, they grow into a team, don't they? All of a sudden, I feel a bit more comfortable now. When you look at the table, I've been saying it, there's so many poor teams in that division below. Like 6 teams way worse than us below us. You got Sunderland 7 points ahead of us in the playoff spot, but I watched their game against Leeds and I felt Leeds battered them, but they managed to get that cheeky goal, didn't they? And that was it. So we're unfortunate that we just didn't hold on to our lead, because it was probably a fair result on reflection with the first half, but once we got our noses in front, it's just a shame that we let them equalise. And I think a lot of these players, like Milan, have slowly grown into it, basically, and got used to the systems. He's played about 3 different formations this season, 3 or 4, I think, this season, trying to probably find the right formation to fit the players he's bought. Hopefully, he sticks to 4-3-3. I mean, we've been 4-3-3. We've drawn with Southampton. We won the second half at Ipswich with 4-3-3, and we won all the other games with 4-3-3. The only half we didn't do any good was when he went back to 3-5, whatever it was, against Ipswich in the first half. We looked bloody useless, didn't we, for 45 minutes? So it's obvious to everybody watching now, just stick with 4-3-3. And I think he'll get a lot of support from the crowd for doing that, for being just a bit braver. I think the fans want 4-3-3.
Yeah. And here's one for you, Ken. Colin White's come in and says Fads won't play again this season. And then Paul Thomas has gone, "You're right, Claudio, it's getting better, and we've got Fads for backup." Do you see Fads Do you see Fads getting back in as it is at the moment at 4-3-3?
Not at the moment, no, to be honest, because we look solid. Fads is a great backup player. If someone gets injured, he can come on. And he's used to playing in a 3 at the back, isn't he, Fads? Tends to be, but slotting him into a 4, I don't know. But he's a great backup player, don't get me wrong. And he started the season fantastic, didn't he? And he's been unlucky, to be out the side for personal reasons. But at the end of the day, you've got to stick with a winning team and the winning formula, and we've got a winning formula at the moment. The tactical way we're playing at the moment suits us, and Faz will just have to wait and bide his time, won't he? And hopefully he'll get another chance. He's about to get another chance as the season goes on with suspensions and injuries and stuff like that. So he will come back eventually, but he certainly won't go straight back in. No.
No, he's got to fight for it. All right, but before we go to the ad break, let's get Spot the Ball up. Not sure if our Leeds fan's going to join us. He's not replied. I've messaged him a couple of times to see if he's coming, but you never know. He might still turn up. Spot the Ball. Get your guesses in. You could win a little prize before Christmas. Where is it? Where is the ball? It's there somewhere. Could it be high? Could it be low? Where could it be? Get your guesses in. Have a little go. See what you think. And just put it in the comments where you think the ball is. And you never know, you might win a little prize. Now listen, we've got a little bit of an ad break, then we're coming back. If a Leeds fan don't come, we'll have Guess the Crest. Now we Guess the Crest, we don't want you to give an answers out on the comments. We want you to say you've got 1, 2 or 3 correct, and we'll give the answers a little bit later. But we're just going to go to an ad break. We'll see you all in a minute.
Sky Blue Fans TV. For the fans, by the fans.
Yes, welcome back to Sky Blue Fans TV. I'm Milesy, and I'm your host for this evening. We've got Spot the Ball coming up again very shortly, and we've also got Guess the Crest. And I've just been informed that we can play the Leeds quiz, so we can have a little go at that as well. And you can all have a go and join in and see what you think, see if you can get the questions right. So here we go. So let's get our guests in. Now, she was a little bit late, but she's here. The wonderful Victoria Oates. Good evening, Vic. You all right? How's it going? All right?
Good stuff.
All good, all good. And we got Ken Stewart. Good evening, Ken.
Good evening.
Big boy, as everyone's calling you at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
We'll tell you later. And the encyclopedia himself. He hasn't brushed his hair again. It's Claudio.
Look. It needs a cut for Christmas.
Now you may have seen the new advert at the beginning. We've put BC Radio at the front of the advert. We are official partners with BC Radio. We also have our own shows on BC Radio. We have 3 up front, which is going to be a Tuesday or Wednesday night. And tomorrow from 7 o'clock, I will be live on BC Radio on the internet with some dance anthems. Claudio will be doing Saturday morning breakfast show. And Ken, you're on tomorrow night as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll be on in tomorrow evening, yes, as well. So 60s, 70s and 80s disco divas.
Brilliant. And then next week we'll have a 3 up front next week in the middle of the week. But yeah, you unbelievable. And we're going to be live Christmas Eve as well.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know what's going to happen Christmas Eve. It's just going to be carnage, man. It's going to be absolute carnage. I'm glad I'm doing the early show. That's for sure. I'm glad I'm doing the early show.
Well, I'm doing the late one. I'm on 10 till midnight. So as you're sitting at home with your bottle of wine, wrapping last-minute presents, you can tune into me from 10 till midnight. I'll be live.
I'll be down the pub.
I'm going to Murphy's first for breakfast. It should be open, breakfast and a pint, and then I'm doing 12 till 2.
I'm doing 10 till 12. I think Christmas Eve, and you can watch Father Christmas as well.
Yeah.
So
Track Santa.
And hopefully we're going to have a phone line, and we're going to be able to take phone calls.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah, they all request Christmas show I'm on, so you can get your requests in. Favourite Christmas songs.
Cool.
That's it. I like this one. Here you go. Yeah, I'm going to be live in IB for this summer. He's going to do it here first. Mr. Blue Sky. That'd be class, wouldn't it?
Be nice, wouldn't it?
Right, oh, it'd be brilliant. Right, let's have a little look then. Spot the ball. If you've only just joined us, here's Spot the Ball. Here we go. Spot the ball. Get your guesses in. Where do you think the ball is? Come on. I think this is the best one so far this season. I think this is great.
I remember where it is now.
I think it's absolutely fantastic. So get your guesses in, guys. Come on, have a little go. Have a little go. Now, before we get on with Guess the Crest, Mr. View Sky, who's watching this evening, is giving us a little treat. I've got to find it. Where is it? Lost it. Oh, there it is. Here we go. A little treat for all of us, because we're all Cov City fans. And the most memorable time we played Leeds was this.
Much at stake for both teams because they're only one away from Wembley.
Not good matches. Who can say again that semi-finals are dull and racked with tension after Hillsborough 87?
I mean, that's amazing. So thank you, Mr. View Sky. You'll find him on YouTube. So head over to his YouTube channel. He's got loads of old classic games. Last week, he uploaded 2 games against Villa. But let's have a look. Let's have a recap on that game. Claudio, I mean, we were behind that goal. I was there somewhere. I think I was on someone's shoulders actually that day because I was that small back then. I was tiny. I ain't much bigger now, but you know, I was really small. I mean, it was a great day, weren't it? Absolute great day.
Yeah, I was 21. God, I was just thinking then I was 21 when that game was being played. I was sat at the side in the side stand next to our fans who were all in the cop. The one memory I have of that match, though, is that after the final whistle, we all walked out behind all the City fans were walking out. It was weird. It was like there's no singing. It was like silence. We were like stunned, I think. We couldn't believe we were going to Wembley. It was a weird atmosphere walking out. We were all happy, but no one was really talking. It's strange. It was an incredible day. I mean, very emotional. I mean, especially for my old man at the time, I was such a huge fan. And and this is why in recent years, with all the stuff we've had at Wembley, going with my own son as yourself, it's just magical, isn't it? It is magical.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, it was red hot as well, wasn't it, Ken? It was roasting.
It was red hot day, and I was just beyond where Bennett got the ball back there on the touchline for that goal that Mickey Ginn scored. I was just in front of there, by terrace in there. And my memories of that complete cup run are still with me. I can still remember vividly what happened every day, every game, all the way up to Wembley. It was fantastic, and it was just so long coming, wasn't it? And I didn't think we'd have to wait so long to go back to Wembley again. We've had to wait a while, haven't we? But But yeah, it was it was worth it. It was great, and I'd say Leeds weren't a bad side at the time. They had some good players, and it was a really good game. And I thought we were fantastic. I really did.
Mr. View Sky comes here. He says David Rennie scored the first Leeds goal. Wasn't Strachan playing as well?
No,
No, he'd gone by then. Had he gone there? Did he?
He'd gone.
no, he's still at United.
Oh, was it still at Man U? Still at Man U.
Yeah.
I think he played against us actually, Strachan, in the Man United fixture early in that cup run.
Mickey Adams played because Mickey Adams hadn't transferred that long to Leeds. He was playing.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And Vicky, you.
Sorry, they were solid. They were a solid second division team, Leeds. But they were solid. Billy Bremner was the manager, I think.
That's right. Yeah, I think he was. Yeah.
Oh, someone's put it there, Mr. Hughes.
Vicky, you wouldn't know that, would you? It was before your
before
time.
my time, Saturday. Before my time.
Oh, look what you missed out on.
I know that what I missed out on. It's nice to hear your memories about it, though.
Yeah.
And that's the thing for anyone like my generation. Which I only missed it by a few years, which is what's mostly annoying. And I'm not that far out, but it's just a few years.
Yeah.
And then you get to the stage where you're thinking, will I ever get to see Coventry at Wembley? That was my dream to be able to go to Wembley and see Coventry. And the years go by, and you're thinking this is never going to happen. So the fact that it's happened so much recently is just amazing. And that's the thing. That's why the fact that Robbins has been able to bring that to the club, it's just and like you said, like taking your kids and rebuilding those memories that you had with your parents, and it's just great for fans, isn't it, to be able to have those memories.
I remember going up in a Daimler. Went up with some friends, and their dad had a Daimler, and we went up in that. And because at the time, my old man had a Jag, and his mate who we went up with had a Daimler. And it was just a great day out. And I remember being in the stand, and if I remember right, I was on this lad's shoulders, and he was in the corps of drums with me. He was one of the drummers in the corps of drums. I was a trumpeter, and he put me on his shot because he was like 6 foot odd. He was about 5-6 years older than me, and he put me on his shoulders so I could see, because I couldn't see because it was all standing, weren't it?
Yeah.
And when you were at the cot in the cop at the cop end, you could sit on the barrier if you were small, but there you couldn't sit on the barrier. So he put me on his shoulders. I remember that day. It was absolutely just amazing, absolutely amazing. And it was really like a home fixture, wasn't it, Claudio? Because we played the quarterfinals there.
Yeah,
so it was like being at home, weren't it?
It was. It was incredible with that cop full of City fans, and the noise as well. The noise levels was. That's what I remember as well. It was really loud in the ground.
It was a Sunday, wasn't it, Claudio? I'm sure it was a Sunday.
It was a Sunday, and it
wasn't live on telly, was it? It was delayed, wasn't it?
Yeah, delayed by about 15 minutes because they couldn't show a game starting at. It's something to do with the time, and it had to be a certain time. In the days when they thought people still went to church, I think. And, so they had to delay. They delayed it on the telly, so it's bizarre, that is, isn't it? I mean, you could listen to it on the. On the radio, you were ahead of the game of the telly. So But
we got Anne Joyner's come in. She said they were there. Yeah, brilliant. Andy said, "What a day! I was there." Ian Small says, "Hi guys, flying back tomorrow. Have a nice Christmas." Yes, you too, Ian. Happy Christmas, mate. Hope you get snow over there, because we're not going to get any, apparently. We're never going to. I don't think we're ever going to have a white Christmas ever again. Showing your ages now, lads, from Scott.
Yeah, we are.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks, Scott. And Joyner, remember all the scarves and banners on the motorway bridges on the way home from Wembley? That was on the way home from Wembley, wasn't it? Yeah. That was fantastic. All the way up the M1 and everything. I remember walking back to the van. My mate did. What's that say? My mate said to me, "We are going to Wembley," and we all went crazy. Said, "Yeah, got it, Andy, got it, mate. Worked it out." Billy Bremner was the Leeds manager, and Joyner, and from Leeds. Oh, Billy Bremner. Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. Right, guys. Enough reminiscing. I know it's ace, isn't it? It is ace. And thanks again, Mr. View Sky. Get to watch him on YouTube. His videos are fantastic. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have our intro. So thank you very much. Right. So we're going to guess the gate. Now, listen, anyone watching, all those people watching, please just tell us if you got 1, 2, or 3 correct. Now, I think these are quite easy. I would do because I've done them. If you put these in front of me, I'll be going, nah, I ain't got a clue. So I'll give you a clue for one of them. One of them, if you've watched a certain documentary lately, it's been on that documentary. So here we go. There we go. So we've got Ken, Claudio, and Vicky. Have a little look. Everyone else have a little look. Please give the answers. Just tell us if you've got 1, 2, or 3 correct. Please don't give us the answers because it will spoil a little bit of fun we want to have. So here we go. So what do you reckon? What do you reckon? Claudio, we'll come to you first.
Oh, I haven't got a clue.
You're the encyclopedia of football.
Yeah, but these are badges. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I reckon you've done something to them.
He's changed the colour, hasn't he?
No, I haven't changed any colours this week. I've not changed any colours. It is absolutely how the badges are.
Oh, obviously, so the 19, well, yeah. No.
Just
No.
1, 2, or 3, or none.
And that's a stag, isn't it? So I don't know what that is. That might be a deer or some sort. I don't know. No, not a clue.
Not a clue. Okay. Scott Brownsword comes in. He says 2. Okay. So, Ken, how many do you think you've got?
Maybe 1.
Maybe 1. No Googling as well, guys. No Googling. Victoria.
I'm going to say maybe 1 as well because I've watched the documentary and I could probably have a guess.
Good girl. Good girl. So, come on. Mr. View Sky says he hasn't got a Scooby-Doo. So, yeah, come on. Get your guesses in. Just let us know. Don't tell us the answers. Just say how many you think you got correct. 1, 2, or 3. So we'll come back to those very shortly. Luke has gone. Do you want a clue for 1, Claudio? I've just given him a clue,
Yes.
Luke. I said one of them's been in a documentary lately, a certain documentary. So, yeah, there's a clue there. There's a clue.
Got my own son having a dig at me. Great.
Brilliant. Absolutely love it. So yeah, guess the crest. How many do you think you've got? How many do you think you've got out there? So have a little go, see what you think. What we've got coming in, more comments coming in. Let's have a little look at this. Ian Pimlott says, my mum went to every round in 87. That's good, isn't it? That's brilliant, that is. Oh, I wish I did. I didn't go to every round, but yeah. So there you go. There's Guess the Crest. We'll get to the answers very shortly. Claudio, do you want to do your little quiz?
Yeah, go on then.
Go on then.
Well, he's not here, the Leeds person, so all 3 of you can get involved. I will say beforehand about us and Leeds, we've got a shocking record at Ellen Road. Just saying that. We've only won twice. So, yeah, and I've been to one of them.
I remember going in the 90s and we were losing quite heavily, and we were still all singing, and all the Leeds fans were looking at us as if like you're mental, what you're doing. You're like getting thrashed and you're still singing. So but we know how to enjoy a day out, don't we?
Our record is they've won 43, we've drawn 22 and lost 18. We've only won twice at Ellen Road, and and that's since. Yeah, 2 wins. I mean, 1996 and 1977 are the only times we've won in Leeds. But it's interesting.
Does anyone want to buy my ticket?
I was looking at the players that have played for both clubs: McAllister, Yorath, Strachan, Whelan, Keane, Huckabee. But the most notable one that comes to mind was Chris White. If you remember that, he played 1 game. Came on loan, we played against Blackburn the season after Blackburn had won the league, and they didn't want to play, and they played on a snowbound pitch at Highfield Road, and we beat them 5-0, 5-1. Don't you remember it? And Chris White was the centre half, and he only played 1 game. And then Coleman, I think I think Coleman signed him. He went somewhere. We tried to sign him, but he went to another club. Basically, he got outbid. But it was So he's incredible that was. But anyway, the quiz, right?
Hold on. I was going to say, I was just about to say one of those wins was Boxing Day.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
And Mr. View Sky beat me to it because he's put his comment up 96 because I bought my brother. I bought my brother his ticket for his Christmas present, and we all went up in a minibus, and we won. I remember that. It was good.
Right.
Really good. We all went
Let's
up
do
with
the quiz.
hamburgers. Came back with even more. Go on then. Let's do it.
Right then. So you all can have a guess, all three of you.
Don't ask
and
me.
anybody
I
else
ain't got
wants
a
to
clue.
join in.
No.
So,
Go on
right,
then.
question 1. It's a shame he's not here, the Leeds fan. How many times have Leeds United won the FA Cup?
I know what happened. Ooh.
So,
Okay.
Are we saying out loud what we think, or we want it down?
out loud. Nice.
Yes. Say it out loud. Why not?
I think 3.
Right, Ken
I'm going to
says
say
3.
2.
Vicky says 2. Miles?
None.
The answer is once.
Oh.
1972.
One as well.
See, they're
I was
not
going to
that big.
say one.
They're not that big, are they? So they've only won it once.
Nah.
Same as this.
They won it.
Yeah.
Second question.
Same
In
as
which
this.
year were Leeds United founded?
Oh, flipping out. It was before us, surely, because they're up in Yorkshire, aren't they? So it's got to be before us, surely, because Huddersfield were one of the first ones, weren't they? They're Yorkshire. So they've got to be. It was round like that football document drama that was on TV, weren't it? That one that was on.
The English Game.
On one of the things. The English Game. They were part of that, weren't they? It was Yorkshire and Sheffield and all that were in there. They were all together, weren't they? So
what do you reckon? Then?
I think before us. I think before us. I think probably about 1881.
Oh my God! I was going to say 1881.
Well, I was going to say 1880.
Oh, 1880.
Yeah. Vicky, are you going for the same as me?
I'm going to stick. Yeah, I'm going to stick with 1881 because that was my feeling.
Right, 1919.
Oh wow! Okay,
That shocked me.
I never.
That shocked me, Claudio. That shocked me.
There used to be Leeds
City.
Leeds City folded, and Leeds United was founded, and they carried on with their fixtures.
Okay.
Wow.
I know. So they're not that big, are they?
Nah, they're not that big. No.
Question 3.
No.
Who did Leeds United play against in the 1975 European Cup final?
Not a clue. I was only 2.
It was a German team, wasn't it? Was it?
Don't know, Ken. You tell me.
Not sure if it. I don't think it was Bayern Munich. I think it was. I'll say Dortmund.
Okay. Dortmund. Vicky, who do you think?
No idea really. I'm just going to say Real Madrid. I don't even know if it was a German team or not. I've no idea. So I'm just going to throw that out.
Miles?
Good guess, Robin. Hamburg.
Yeah, I just saw that. I've seen that before and said.
I'm going with Robin. Hamburg.
Yeah, can I go with Robin too?
Bayern Munich.
Was
Was Bayern Munich?
Really? Well.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Who's the German
controversy
team?
because they reckon the referee was bought, and there was all sorts of decisions given against Leeds. It was a shocking refereeing performance. There's a lot of dodgy referees back in the 70s. And
Did he get a punch? Did he get knocked out and then kicked while he was on the floor?
No, not as bad as that. No, the Leeds fans rioted in the stadium, though.
No.
So, right, who is Leeds United's all-time record goal scorer? Now, here's somebody you've probably all heard of. Obviously, this was aimed at the Leeds fan. He was. I'll give you a clue. He's part of Don Revie's makeup for years.
All time.
No, I don't know.
I'm
No.
just thinking, trying to pretend I haven't seen
Oh,
Ian's
oh,
guess.
oh,
I'm going to guess.
I'm going with Ian Small, John Charles.
John Charles.
Yeah, I'm going with Ian Small, John Charles.
Any other guesses?
No, Alan Clark for
Yeah.
me. I know this come up as well. Alan Clark.
Is there good guesses?
Rod Wallace, Gary Speed,
Another good guess.
Alan
Alan Clark, I
Clark.
think.
Hold on, Ian. Ian, you've done us over here. You said John Charles. Now you're saying Alan Clark. Have a word with yourself, Ian. Go back to France. Ralph says spot on. So which one is it?
Which one?
Alan Clark. Alan Clark.
Well,
Alan Clark.
he was Scottish and he had a very hard shot. Peter Lorimer.
Peter.
Lorimer. See, we all got that one wrong.
It's incredible.
Oh, Coventry didn't. Coventry didn't. Coventry put Peter Lorimer. And Wayne Littlewood come in and he says Kevin Drinkle. Kevin Drinkle.
There's,
Good one.
2 more questions.
Yeah, go on.
Right. Which player's Leeds United's record signing? This is recent.
Ooh.
This is recent. 35 million. He'll be playing Saturday, probably.
Oh, really? That recent?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Is Miles Googling?
Oh.
No, something suspicious.
No Googling.
First team squad. I'm looking at the first team squad.
Oh.
Not Googling, I'm looking at the team.
Phillips. Wayne Littlewood says Phillips. I'm going to go with him.
No,
Phillips.
no, it ain't him. No, it ain't.
I'm
it
going
ain't,
with Wayne. I reckon Peru. Or Peru.
Record signing. Record signing will be.
Miles is
ain't him.
Miles is asking Jeeves.
It ain't.
Any
Ain't
ideas?
him.
I'm going to say, I don't know how you say that right, Peru. The one from Swansea. Whatever his name
That's a
was.
good guess, Vicky.
Is that correct?
Yeah, that striker from Swansea, him.
Shall I tell you who it is?
Yeah,
Go on.
Jorginho Ruta.
Oh, 25 mil.
See,
35 million.
Jorginho Ruta. Wow.
From Hoffenheim.
Where's he from then?
Hoffenheim.
Where's he from?
Oh, I don't know.
okay.
Probably don't know, actually. And the last
It tells
question.
me nationality, doesn't it? Hold on.
Scott Brownswood got that one right, so that was some people get doing good hair in the background.
So between 1980.
Peacock.
So you're saying a peacock.
Between 1980. Oh, I know this one.
Cockerel.
UFC in letters.
Between 1980 to 1984, which bird is featured on the club badge?
Bird. Oh, I'm saying peacock.
So you're saying peacock.
I'm saying cockerel.
You're saying cockerel.
See, I was going to do this as a crest today, and I didn't do it, and I should bloody know, and I didn't do it.
I was better at the Southampton questions.
Yeah.
It's not a peacock. It's not a cockerel.
This is a good one.
Go with Mr. Buescar then. Penguin.
Robin. A robin.
The answer is a peacock.
Yay!
Ah.
There's actually a pub next to the ground called the Peacock.
Called
as well.
the Peacock. That's why I went for it, because I knew they had some sort of relationship.
Yeah, whatever. Have they
Peacock.
got electric charging points for your car?
No, I don't know about that. No, they haven't got it. They're not that far advanced.
But you're right, Miles. The other bird was an owl. They had an owl as a crest as well. So I have no idea why they had a peacock for 3 years.
Mm.
No. Don't know. Not a clue. Must
So-
have been a centenary of the pub or something, maybe. They might
I
have
think Ken
sponsored
won
the
that with
club.
1 point.
Did I win that by 1-0? Yeah.
Yes, 1
Yeah, I think
point
so.
to nil.
I think so. Well done. Well done. Very, very good indeed.
Give a laugh. It would
Right,
have been
shall we
good if
have a
the
look at
Leeds
football?
fan was here.
Yeah, it'd been interesting to see
Well
how many
done.
you got.
Yeah. Well done, everybody. Well done for taking part. Thank you so much for taking part. That was really good, actually, Claudio. We need to make that more of a thing every week.
I can do it
single
every week. It's, yeah.
And every Sunday as well. It'd be good. Right, here we go then. Guess the crest. Guess the crest. How many do you think you've all got right? Come on, get your guess in. Don't tell us the name of the crest. Tell us how many you think you got right. Last chance. Here you go. Get your guesses in. So, are you all sticking with what you've said, guys? Ken, you sticking with 1?
Yeah.
Claudio, sticking with 0?
Yeah, well, I mean, the only documentary I can think of is the quite famous one going on, but I can't picture the badge.
Okay, no problem.
That's the
at
trouble,
all.
isn't
So that's a
it?
0.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 0 still. Okay, Vicky, you're still sticking with 1.
We are on the basis I'm just going to guess and hope for the best.
Okay, Scott's coming. He said 2. Covandy, where is it? Covandy says 1. Mr. View Sky, the one on the right looks really familiar. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does look familiar, definitely. So, yeah, that's guess the crest. And your last chance then, spot the ball. If you haven't had a go, where's the ball? This has to be the best one this season so far. Thank you, Ken, for the picture, mate. It's brilliant. I love it. It's
I couldn't believe I
superb.
actually got when I took it. I thought, oh, that'll be a good one.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I couldn't resist it. I literally couldn't resist it. So get your guesses in. Last chance, everyone. And while you're doing that, we have a winner of Guess the Gate. Now, it was an email entry. So we had an email entry. It was really close, actually. The winner was, for Guess the Gate, was an email entry, Damien Arnold, 24,000. Was it 24,000? No, what was it? 2399, wasn't it? 6.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So the winner was Damien Arnold with 42,002. So that was the winner. So,
24,002.
24,000.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. 24,002. That's what I meant. So he was the winner. Email entry. So congratulations. Absolutely superb. Mark Cunningham's come in and said number 3 for Spot the Ball. So let's get the answers up then for Guess the Crest. Are you ready? Sticking with your answers, guys. 1, 0, and 1. Here you go. You're going to kick yourselves. You're going to kick yourselves. Here we go. Dorking Wanderers, Toulouse, and Stevenage.
Stevenage is the one I had. That was it.
There you go. So those guys who had a guess, let us know which one did you get right. Come on, let us know which one did you get right. So there's your badges.
I mean, that's a huge shock, isn't it? Which is probably describing the manager of Dorking. He's that idiot who rants all the time, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the
Normally
chairman.
moaning at the referee.
He's the owner, the chairman, and the manager.
Oh, he's an absolute clown, I think. I don't know how he gets away. I don't know how he gets away with it. I don't know how they just. Oh, yeah.
Well, he does.
It's
He gets away with
National
it. There
League,
you
aren't they? Are they National League?
Yeah.
The
Same
League,
as Wrexham were. Same as Wrexham were. Yeah. So there you go. Scott Brownsword said he got Toulouse and Stevenage. Dorking FC was KFC. Mr. View, I feel defeated by the badges. I don't like to lose. Very good. Like it. I don't like to lose.
I like
Covandy's laughing.
I like Scott's second name. He needs to tell us: is it Brown's sword or Brown's word?
How's he going to tell us?
Well,
he'll message us back.
How's he going to tell us?
He'll message us back.
He'll message us back with Brown's with whatever his
Yeah,
surname
but
is.
Well, all he has to put is this is the correct. This is, you know,
you can split it. Is it Brown's word or Brown's sword?
Yeah. Okay, so Scott, is it Brown's word? Say yes. If it's Brown's sword,
there we go.
Brown's
There
sword.
we go.
There you go.
See?
Oh, sorry, Scott. It's Brown's sword. Well spotted there,
That's a
Claudio.
great name.
Sorry, Scott, mate.
What?
I've been saying your name wrong all night. I'm really sorry, mate. But yeah, welcome, buddy. Welcome. Absolutely fantastic. Thanks for joining us. Right. So, should we get spot the ball up then? Who's won? Are you ready? Has anybody got number 9?
No.
I thought the ball
I
was
don't
good.
think anyone's got it. I don't think anyone's got this. What's he laughing at in the background? What are you laughing at?
It was Alisson's shot, wasn't it?
It's his number, and it's up
It
in
is,
the air,
yes.
number 9.
Well, it was a clearance. It was a clearance, I think, from the goalkeeper.
That's brilliant. That is brilliant. To get that is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant, Ken.
It is good, isn't it?
It looks like
good.
a Halligan
It's
orange. You know those
fantastic.
vitamin things, pills you used to get as kids? The Halligan orange, a little.
Man.
That's what it looks like.
Seriously, right? I thought I've got to put number 9 at the top, and no one's going to go for the top, are they? No one's going to. Has anyone got number 9? Has anyone
No.
got it?
No.
No. So I knew no one would go for the top. So yeah. So there you go. That was spot the ball. We got some laughing emojis coming in here. Scott says we're not friends anymore. Oh, Scott, don't be like that. I'm really sorry, mate. Honest. Mr. View Scott, he says, ha ha ha. That ball's orbiting the sun. Robin Fletcher's got laughing emojis. Love it. That's coming down with snow on it. It's great. Mr. View Sky is just laughing. That's got to be the best spot the ball all season, Ken. That was great. That is.
Yeah,
That's
we
even
just
better than my. Yeah.
just
It's
happened to
even better
catch
than
it
my
at the
double
right
one.
time. Yes, it was. I just happened to catch it at the right time, and I thought, oh, that'd be a good one. I didn't realise how high it was. I thought, but it's higher than I thought,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Love it to bits. I do. So well, we're nearly at the end of the show. We'll get some little score predictions, or how do you think we're going to fare against Leeds then? Victoria, are you coming?
No, sadly not. Sadly not.
No.
It's gonna be a tough one, isn't it? I think if we can pick up a point up there, that's a decent result. Even more so now that Claudio's told us about how badly that we do up there. So yeah, 1-1, optimistically.
1-1. Okay, 1-1 for Vicky. Okay, Claudio.
Oh dear. I can see it being an entertaining game, but I think we'll come out of it with a 3-2 loss. I think it's going to be what if afternoon. What could have been? Well, they got Somerville up front. Is going to be. I mean, the one positive for us is that if, with Milan, we've got a bit of pace to keep with Somerville. He's a big danger. But they're a very good outfit at home. And I mean, if we get a draw, that'd be amazing, like Vicky says. But I don't know. I just think they're too strong for us still.
Yeah.
And we are a bit fragile away from home, aren't we? So yeah.
Yeah, but things have got to change. We've only lost once at home, so things have got to change. Ken, you're coming up as well. I'm going up as well. This is my last away game of the year. What are we saying, do you think?
I'm saying it's going to be an exciting game, plenty of goals, and I think we'll go up there and bring something back. We're going to bring a point back, I think, 2-2.
2-2. Yeah, I think we'll concede. I do think we'll concede. I think you're right there, all of you. I think we're definitely going to leak a goal. Scott Brown's sword has said 3-1 lost. Wayne Vaughan's come in and said 1-2 to the Sky Blues. Ian Small says we're not going to concede. We're going to go 0-0. Mark Cunningham says City win 2-1. Stephen McGovern's come in and said 2-1. I think we'll lose to Leeds and beat Sunderland from Mr. View Sky. Do you know what? I think we're going to come away with something. I believe that we are starting to turn a corner. If we get all that way, like we went all the way to Ipswich, and that team news comes out at 2:00, and Ayari's on that team sheet, starting 11. I ain't even going in. I'm just gonna give my ticket away because there's no point. I'm sorry, there ain't no point. So
I don't think he'll do that
that
again. He won't do that again.
I think. Do you know what? If he does do that, it means that he's already submitting that we're going to lose. Because I believe that's what happened at Ipswich. It was a Norwich number 2, where he played Walker, dropped Godden and he already conceded the game that we were going to lose. He waved the white flag and said, "Go on, carry on and win the game." If he does that, there's no point in even going in the ground, to be honest with you, because Ayari may as well just pack his bags and go back to Brighton now. I don't care that I'm saying that because the bloke, I'm sorry, he ain't good enough. I don't know what anyone else thinks, but for me, he ain't good enough. So if that happens, we're going to get absolutely annihilated. But if he sticks with the same team, I think we'll come away with a point. I really believe we'll come away with a point.
Yeah,
and
I think so.
Like Robin's just come in here. Look, Robin's just come in. I believe Wright and Sims will come good. 2-1 Cov. Keep the faith.
And another thing we didn't mention, Casey Palmer come on and looked quite good, didn't he, when he came on?
Yes, I missed that. There was a comment earlier, wasn't there, about Casey? Where is it?
I thought he came on and did really well when he came on. So, we've got him in the, coming back to full fitness, which is great.
Yeah. Do you know? Go on.
I wouldn't be surprised if Eccles starts on Saturday instead of Allen.
Yeah,
I would do that actually. If I was Robin, that's what I would do.
I think he'll stick with the same formation.
Yeah,
a good possibility.
Yeah,
I thought Josh looked good when he come on. He got stuck in. He won some balls, but I think the players on the bench are all going to play against Oxford United in that cup game. They can guarantee they'll all be playing that game, starting the match, and unless there's injuries. I think you won't see many of those players start the matches at the minute.
No, but it's nice to see Palmer coming back, isn't it? No,
yeah, definitely.
Call upon him if need be.
Yeah.
Mr. View Sky says, I think after running ourselves into the ground last night, he'll make changes. Yeah, like you've just said, maybe Eccles will start, Palmer might start, but I agree with Miles. Send him back. That is Ayari. Number one, send him back. 100%. Miles don't like slagging our players off, but just he isn't up to it. No, he ain't good enough. That's Ayari, by the way. But yeah, I think you're right. Maybe we will. I mean, can I just say, Casey Palmer last night, right before we close, Casey Palmer last night, he did it again. How many times do we talk about how he's got the ball at his feet? The player tries to tackle him, and he still don't believe he's got the ball at his feet, and the ball's at his feet. And he played that. That was when he played that pass, reverse pass to Sheaf in the last couple of minutes, and Sheaf made the keeper save it. He still had the ball, and the player was tackling him. He didn't believe he still had the ball. It's amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. The guy's great, isn't he? He's great. He really is great. No, he is good, isn't he? He is.
Yeah, he's brilliant. It's great to see him.
Big shout out. Yeah, great seeing him back. But big shout out to Ben Sheaf last night. Apart from he gave the ball away for the equaliser, which was a little bit like that. But I thought Ben Sheaf last night was fantastic, wasn't he? He's took the captain's arm and he's really living up to it, isn't he?
Yeah, I just think he's the one part of his game he's got to keep control of is probably his passing a little bit last night.
Yeah.
There's 2 or 3 I thought went a bit wayward, but you just got to keep going. Just keep going. Don't let it get to you. He's a good player. He's a really good player, and
Yeah.
the thing is, we got Callum O'Hare, who I thought was tremendous last night, considering how far where he's come back from.
Yeah.
And he won that ball back to get our goal. And in fact, there was 3 players who actually hounded that player down to get the ball, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think Ben Sheik was in there as well.
Yeah,
wasn't
and
he?
Sakamoto, Ben Sheaf, and O'Hare, all like little wasps, weren't they, getting it off him?
Yeah.
And I thought that's the Callum O'Hare I remember from 2 seasons ago when we used to win the balls back off defenders and midfielders and try and create something.
Yeah.
Got to get him signed up. Cannot lose him as well. I think it'd be tragic if we did, because you're looking at a player worth 5 to 10 million for it to be replaced, a bit like Hamer, and we're not going to do that. It seems absolutely ridiculous, ridiculous to let another one go. They need to give him a contract. I mean, whether he signs it's another thing, but we need to try and get him. And what would be good that if we do try and get signed and he doesn't sign, I think the club needs to come out and say, well, we've tried to sign him and he doesn't want to sign. Don't leave it for everybody to guess what's going on all the time. If he wants to go, he wants to go. Fair play to the lad, but we have to do whatever we can to keep him.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a massive O'Hare fan, and him and Sakamoto for me are just a breath of fresh air for our team. And with Casey Palmer coming back, hit the bar. Yeah, with Casey Palmer coming back, unbelievable trio that is. And then you got Milan as well. I mean, the pace and skill in the team just looks as if we're moving in the right direction. So a couple more comments before we go. Too many keyboard warriors. Wright and Sims are doing everything right apart from hitting the net. Sims, for me, against Birmingham, I thought absolutely just played brilliant. I thought he held the ball up. He was laying it off. He created a few chances for us. I thought he played well. Last night, he tried to do the same. As you said, Claudio, maybe playing on the Friday night in such a high-paced game, and then last night with a high-paced game, maybe he was just slightly off the pace a little bit. Because you said that earlier, didn't you?
Yeah.
So, Wayne Vaughan says O'Hare's shooting has improved massively. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely spot on. And finally, Stephen McGovern, a lot of people slagging Sheaf off, though. Yeah, well, they were slagging him off when he first signed for us, and look how good he's come. And, when you're playing against a team like Leeds United, you're going to make the odd mistake because that's their game. They're trying to make us make mistakes, and we were trying to make them make mistakes, weren't we? So it all sort of swings in roundabout, either way, really, doesn't it? So there you go.
Sorry, Mark. There's a guy who sits behind me, and me and Luca wait for it. We wait till he sees somebody make the first bad pass of the game. Straight away, he's having a stinker. He's having a terrible game, thinking he's made one bad pass. And he was doing it with Ben Sheaf last night. And I said, I sort of nudged Luke to say he's going to say it, and he went, Ben Sheaf's having a shocker. I thought, he's made one bad pass in the last 10 minutes, and he's having a shocker. He doesn't praise anybody when they do something good. His immediate thought is, has he done something bad?
It's a weird way to watch a football match, I find. The constant need to look for the negatives. But anyway.
Well, bonuses. I bought a new scarf last night. That was really nice. It's a nice, classy scarf for when I go out with Cheryl without a big Cov badge on it. It's a little badge on it. It looks a bit nice. I could still represent the club, which is nice. And did anyone see the Monopoly guy walking around the ground? Yeah, it was quite funny, actually.
No?
Yeah. The Monopoly man was walking around the ground. Just in a Monopoly suit. Yeah, and in the club shop, they got a giant Monopoly board on the floor. I said, you missed a trick here. You should have some giant dice so the kids can have a game and walk around the board. Yeah, it'd be good, wouldn't it? Adam Shaw's, come on, Ellen Road is an intimidating place to play. Leeds are a very loud fan base. They are loud, but they ain't going to outsing us 2,800 Cov fans going up, that's for sure. So we're nearly at the end. Just one more plug for your breakfast show, Claudio.
Oh, yes.
Anyone wants to listen Saturday morning?
Yep. It's 9 till 11 on BC Radio. Get it on the Alexa. Radio Garden app and look for BC Radio. And I mean, I'm on Facebook. Anybody watching wants a shout out or dedication, I'll do one. Basically, I've got my playlist ready, finalised. There'll be some Christmas songs in there this weekend, and I'll have a bit of a laugh with Liam. So it should be good fun, actually.
Cool.
I've got a new competition. Last week was what was in my hand that me and Ken were doing.
You got told off, didn't you?
Yeah, that's a bit rude. And this week it's going to be what's on my head.
Brilliant, love it. And if you say to Alexa, so everyone's Alexa's going to go off now. Alexa, play Borsal Common Radio. It will come on the radio. It will come on Alexa. So just say that as well. And Ken, you're on tomorrow evening.
Yes, I'm on after you, I believe.
Tomorrow night, yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow night. And with 60s, 70s, and 80s disco hits. It's called a Disco Diva Show.
Yeah. Is that 10 till 12?
Yeah, it'll be 10 till midnight tomorrow. Because you're doing a show before me, aren't you? With the dance hits.
Yeah, 7 till 10, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be on just after you, and yeah, there'll be loads of 60s, 70s, and 80s music. If you like that type of music, tune in and dance the night away.
Brilliant. Yeah, and if you really want to get ready to go out clubbing, join me 7 o'clock. Say, Alexa, Borsal Common Radio. While you're getting ready, dance around the house, do whatever you want. Put your decorations up if you haven't put them up, and just dance around the house 7 till 10 tomorrow night. Oh, it's so exciting. It really is. It's really, really good. And Vic, we're going to get you on 3 up front. So when Ken's on nights, right, we're going to get you in and you're going to cover for Ken. So we'll have 3 up front. That's what we're going to do. We've agreed it. That's it. Well, I've agreed it. I ain't asked these two. Well, I don't care about them two. You're joining us on 3 up front, Vic. We're going to have a crack. So, yeah. But, yeah, we're going to have a good weekend. And then we're off to Leeds on Saturday. There won't. Now, because it's at Leeds, I don't really want to do a live show outside Ellen Road. So I'm not going to do a live stream from outside Ellen Road, I'm afraid. So there won't be no fans interaction this Saturday. I'm just worried that I might get my head ripped off somehow. So, yeah, so I will not be doing a live stream outside Ellen Road this weekend. So we'll be back on Sunday night. And if you want to hear Claudio's breakfast show, please tune in on Saturday morning, and also Ken's show on Friday night, and my show tomorrow night. And Vic, what are you up to this weekend?
I'm actually going to watch some local. One of my friend's sons is playing football, and the opposition team is managed by Carl Henry. Do you remember he used to play for Wolves many years ago? And apparently he's still a bit because he was a bit of a rough and ready type player, and apparently he's still a bit like that as a manager. So quite often there's a bit of entertainment. So I'm going to watch that and then meet up with some friends. So yeah, so still getting a bit of football, then just not Coventry.
Okay.
Listen, enjoy it. Enjoy your weekend. And thank you everyone for watching. It's been absolutely fantastic that everyone joins our show. It's really, really good. We really enjoy what we're doing. And by the way, I don't know if you've seen on social media, a big thank you this year, because we've had over 27,500 views on this channel, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for helping us out and making the channel grow. It really is absolutely brilliant. So from the bottom of my heart, Claudio's, Vicky's, and and all the other members who were on before, Mark Smith and Glenn and everyone like that, and Reese, thank you so much, because we wouldn't have been able to do it without those guys, and also us guys as well. So thank you so much for watching our channel, and please spread the word. And we're going to bring you more content during 2024, and it's going to be exciting, because
hopefully we'll get bigger and better, Miles, won't we? Get bigger and better. Hopefully that's the aim, isn't it?
It is. And if anyone wants to come on the show whenever you like, emails going across the bottom of the screen. Please get in touch. You're more than welcome. We invite everybody on our show. So if you want to come on, or you got a local sports group, or you got a local event going on, like Chris Baker did with the Walsgrave Working Men's Club, you've got something like that going on, come on the show, come and promote it, and we'll help you, and we'll even get you on Borsal Common Radio, BC Radio. So big thank you, and some great comments coming in. So thank you all very much indeed. I'm going to say goodnight. We're off. We're going to get ready for Leeds and get ready for our radio shows tomorrow. So take care, everyone. Big play up Sky Blues. Big play up Sky Blues, guys.
Play up Sky
Play up Sky
Blues.
Blues.
Play up Sky Blues.
Take care, everyone. See you Sunday. Ta-ra.
Sky Blue Fans TV. For the fans, by the fans.